What is up, everyone? I hope you have had a good day on the markets because I certainly have had a alright one. Currently on the day, I'm one trade deep, and I'm up a total of $585. So let's get into how I took this trade. This was an alright trade that I took. It was an alright trade. I mean, I entered with the risk management plan that I always enter in with, either risking $200 or $300 or like somewhere in between. I ended up entering in risking $223. I ended up exiting for almost a 1-to-1 because I secured my partials, and more than that, I secured a consistency day on these 3 accounts. Currently, I'm sitting at 4 consistency days. So I'm almost at another payout, which is good and not so good at the same time. But anyway, I'm lying. It's always good to get a payout. But unfortunately, these 2 runners got stopped out at break even. But without further ado, let's get into how I ended up taking this trade. So you might be confused about how I'm up $585 when I'm only up a total of $195. That is because I'm up $195 on 3 separate accounts. So that clears that up. But anyway, thought process going into the day, what are we going to be marking out? We're going to be marking out our draws on liquidity and our kind of points of interest, which are previous day highs and lows, session highs and lows, and the opening gap range. So majority of that's already marked out. We have got previous day low marked out, previous day high is not marked out because it has nothing to do with why I took this trade or any reasoning into today's markets. So I'm so out of breath. I've no clue why. Maybe it's because I've had no water today. I've literally had like a bottle of Lucozade and that's it. But I'm not here to complain. I'm here to flip in, help people out. So Asia high is resting here. London low is resting here. London high was taken right there. So we can forget that. It's not really got any reasoning to do with our trade. Opening gap range is resting there. So what are we going to do? We're going to go on the daily time frame and do our top-down analysis. So currently we have got a double bullish S&T holding. Now it's pretty evidential that we've been attempting to be bearish for the last few weeks. We ended up sweeping out this October's low. And after that, we had a massive impulse to the upside just to go and sweep out majority of this internal sell side liquidity. We then had another impulsive move to the upside to then sweep out some more sell side liquidity. And right now, internally, we're sweeping out some more sell side liquidity. But overall, I wouldn't really say the trend is bearish. But on the 4-hour, it is. So if you don't know how I trade, I probably don't speak about this often, but I'm trying to capitalize on the 10 a.m. candle, if not the first 30 minutes of market open. So what does that look like? 10 a.m. candles here. Funnily enough, I would have expected a much deeper candle or just no bullish retracement to the upside here, but I'm here to react. I'm not here to predict what's going to go on. But off the 4-hour chart, what can we see going on? We can see we've got a bullish for value gap here. It got absolutely disintegrated, which aids a bearish bias. We broke 4-hour structure to the downside. That aids a bearish bias. We have a 4-hour for value gap here. We've rejected it. That aids a bearish bias. It cannot be simpler than that. So, conviction-wise, we've broken 4-hour structure after filling this buy-side model. We took this high out that we've been hunting for a while, and we just have a massive reaction off it straight away. We're already holding 2 daily S&Ts. Next up, 4-hour structure. We've broken 4-hour structure. We've inversed 4-hour for value gaps. We've respected bearish for value gaps. Cool. We're going to look for our targets now, aka our draws on liquidity. We have got Tuesday's low. Monday's lows down here, but we don't really need to think about that. We have got all of this internal sell side liquidity. We have got this low, that low, London low, low of day, all of this internal 15-minute liquidity, all of this internal 15-minute liquidity. Like, everything points to price being bearish today. And that is the exact reason why it was bearish. Oh, what a primal sell that is. Imagine just clocking in a little short position there, taking some partials off of that low, leaving the rest to run to that low. Actually, no partials there, just leave it there. I'm locked out because I'm about to go and do some cooking, and I locked myself out so that I didn't trade whilst I'm not focused. But hey ho, I mean, it is what it is. Cool, getting back into it. So we're extremely bearish. I don't want to see any bullish price action in this range. And funny enough, my exact thought process happened. And if my exact thought process happens, I just need to find an entry. If I can't find an entry and price sprints all the way down to the drawn liquidity, it is what it is. It has got nothing to do with me. I couldn't do shit about it because I don't control the markets. I only control myself. So what do we see off of market open? We can see that data highs is resting, Asia highs resting, the opening gap range is resting. But on a bearish day, do we really need to see any of that liquidity get swept out? No. Hence why we didn't. So I'm going to say it one more time. You want to be aligning your internal draws on liquidity with your external draws on liquidity on every single trade that you take. If you're shorting market open, you're aligning internal draws on liquidity with external draws on liquidity. It is as simple as that, boys. It is as simple as that. On my trade, what did I do? I aligned internal draws on liquidity. You see all of those stacked 30-second lows with external draws on liquidity. It is so easy when you understand this shit. So if I'm waiting for some kind of entry in the market, I want to be aligning internal draws on liquidity with an external draw on liquidity with a good risk to reward. I don't want to be buying in a bearish market. I want to be selling. So what happens? I watch this whole leg get put into play. Wait, I've got one more thing to mark out, and this is going to be very easy to understand my reasoning behind this whole thing. Low of day. All right, cool. So I end up watching this whole leg get put in. What can we see here? We can see zero remorse. Zero remorse for any retracements, zero remorse for any short entries. You are literally just pressing a short button at some point in this range to get in. So cool. I can see that price has just shot all the way down with zero retracements. So naturally, as soon as we take out some kind of high time frame drawn liquidity, we're going to have some kind of retracement. We end up sweeping out previous week. We end up sweeping out the low of day and London low. We end up having a 15-minute candle closure below these, which creates a support level now. So if price retraces back into them, naturally price should just hold the levels and reject lower. So what do we see? We see price retrace into this big 1 minute for value gap. At this point, ES is just fucking around up here. YM has already swept out Asia high, so we've got all of the conviction in the world. From here, we've got a 1 minute for value gap getting respected, so we're going to the lower time frames. What do I need to enter a trade? I need a confident draw on liquidity, an S&T, internal manipulation, and a CISD. What do we have already? We have got multiple S&Ts in play telling us the price is bearish. We've got a very confident draw on liquidity being Tuesday's low and all of this low resistance liquidity. Now all that I need to see is some kind of CISD and an S&T. Sorry, CISD and internal manipulation. On ES, price ends up sweeping out this internal high right here. NQ doesn't, as seen. That creates an S&T here. Price ends up trading lower as soon as this S&T was created on ES, just to climb all the way back up, manipulating everyone who put their stop losses in at this high. And from this point, we have got confident draw on liquidity, S&T, internal manipulation. I just need to see a CISD confirming that price will continue to the downside. So price ends up sweeping out this internal 30-second CISD. I get an entry around there. Stop loss at the recent high, risking my normal risk. Partial take profits here. Break even point being right here. And that is exactly how the trade went. I mean, my stop loss to break even killed all of my risk that I entered with straight away. I ended up taking 2 partials off at this low. I ended up leaving 2 runners to run down to Tuesday's low. And that is it, man. Unfortunately, that last 2 contracts got shorted. Unfortunately, the last 2 contracts got flipping pulled at break even, but it is what it is. And sadly, I missed another trade here. But flipping hell, man, this week, actually no, in tomorrow's video, I'm going to be talking about how this week's gone for me. But anyway, I don't know why I've got no energy. I don't know why I find it so difficult to speak right now, but hope you didn't blow any accounts today. But yeah, I appreciate you all for watching this video. If you watched through till the end, fair enough, man. All that I can do is say thank you. So I'll see you tomorrow.